Ever play drums on something that wasn't drums?
Let me tell you a story. All right. So we all, at some point in time when we were kids, and sometimes even since we've been grown-ups, have tried to play drums on things other than actual drums. Like my bald spot. Or, more famously, when we were kids, pots and pans or Tupperware and plastic tubs, and all these things are fantastic for pretending to play drums on.
Yeah.
But
You ever put them on your head and hit them?
No. Did you do that as a kid?
I think so, maybe. I've seen pictures with pots on my head, and I've got stuff in my hands to be playing with drums.
Explains a lot.
You're one to talk, but okay.
Alright, so my story about trying to play drums on something that isn't drums is a little bit more drama-filled than that. So as a kid, my dad was in a band. He was the lead guitarist for the band, and I would go to their band practices a lot of times, right? And so usually what would happen at the band practices, the band would be practicing, and I'd be getting into it. And, the drummer would give me some drumsticks, and so I'd drum on things and pretend like I was a part of the band. So on this particular night, they were in the garage practicing, and I had the drumsticks, and I'm pretending I'm part of the band, and I decide to pretend that I'm part of the band on one of the garage windows. And it worked. It was actually good. The first one,
that's not where I expected that to go.
Yeah, no. The first window was fantastic. I did my little drum roll on it, and it was fine. It was when I went to do my second drum roll on the second window that things took a turn for the worst. I started my drum roll, and about halfway through the window, it shattered.
And that's what I expected to happen.
Yes. So, and it just got worse from there. So.
And how old were you?
I was probably about 5 or 6 at this time. So, as a kid, I just broke this window, right? So I know I'm in trouble. There is no way they're not going to see this window that's broke. So I don't tell anybody. I don't say, "Hey, look, a bird just flew the glass. Flew through the grass. It flew the glass. It flew through the glass. I can't say that. Flew through the glass. There we go. I didn't try to pin it on anybody else. I didn't say anything. I took those drumsticks, I set them down, and I set my tail down on a seat, and I got real still and real quiet, which made my dad very suspicious. So
like
my
some
dad,
kids we know.
yes. So I'm sitting there, and I'm just kind of looking down at the floor, and I can catch out the corner of my eye. My dad's looking at me, and he's got this look like something ain't right. That's not my kid. What's wrong? And then I see him catch a glimpse of the garage door, and then I saw it when he realized my son broke this window.
Oops.
And out the corner of my eye, I still didn't want to look up. Out the corner of my eye, I can see my dad taking his guitar off, setting it down, and I hear, "Boy, what did you do?" And at that point, I knew I was in for it.
Oh.
But I thought I thought I was going to get rescued because the rest of the band was like, "Hey man, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We can fix the glass. Don't worry about it, man. It's okay. He was just having fun." That didn't work.
Well, I mean, adults should have known you hand a 5 or 6-year-old wooden drumsticks around breakables.
Well, let's just say the outcome of this story was a pretty good whooping right there in front of the rest of the band. So I was really embarrassed about that. I was embarrassed about the fact that I just broke this window. I was kind of embarrassed because it wasn't really even that good of a drum roll to begin with. But I was embarrassed a lot. So for the rest of that band practice, I didn't do nothing but sit there, okay? And there was always these awkward looks that my dad would give me while they were practicing. Because he'd be playing the song, and then you could look like, I can't believe my son did that, So I had that going on too. So, moral of the story, people. If you're going to try to drum on something that's not really drums, don't do it on something that's breakable, like glass or, or anything.
And second moral of the story, if you're an adult, don't give a child drumsticks. How about that?
That's a pretty good one.
If you guys have any stories like this, leave them down in the comments. Maybe they'll get featured in a video. And don't forget to also like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
And hit the notification button. The little bell. You hit the bell. That way you know what the bell does.
Bye.